New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
What is up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here live on the Fins Tailgate with the Currency Connection, Shake Money, and Mr. Crypto. What's going on, my brother? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Name? How you like that name? The Currency Connection, baby.
Yep, the Currency Connection.
Yeah, me.
Like the Can-Am connection in wrestling, right?
Yeah. So anyway, before we get to brass tacks here, let's not forget our friends at Backroom Collection with fine artwork, visors for your mini helmets that you could buy at Fanatics. When they're autographed, they got that little visor, adds a little pop to it. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the affiliate. This is, after all, the Dubby 53-man roster. Of course, I got Calio Cream. I got to re-up soon. I'm going to be buying, they have a new fruit punch that I'm going to be buying, and I'm going to be trying it out within the incoming future. So be on the lookout for that. So what I do is here.
It's a new fruit punch?
Yeah, it's a new fruit punch.
Okay.
We'll do that. Put it up here. Remember, this is the Dubby. Give it a little.
Dubby.
Yeah, this is the Dubby 53-man roster. Of course. Shake it like a bartender. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Right. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Hey. There's no shake and shake money. There you go. And then I pour it here like so in my Shake Money coffee mug, courtesy of the Fins Tailgate. You can buy this within the description below. You can get a color one. You can get a El Capitan one. Hey, pretty soon you're going to be getting one of these things with your logo on it, Crypto.
Okay. Cool.
And of course the KP logo as well. So
yeah.
And by the way,
cool. Perfect.
Summer with football season coming on, you know what I'm saying? You know, watch all your games. You're focused on fantasy football league, right? If you're in the South Florida area and you want to throw together cool parties and shit like that, obviously except game days are you can call this man right here. You're busy during the week. My man here at Chef Juice Catering, he'll get you squared away. He's gonna be at the Dolphin game, so
squared away.
Don't bother him on when the Dolphins are playing. But other than that, man, man up. He'll get you squared away. Chef Jew specializes in barbecue, soul food, Chinese food. I mean, you name it. This guy.
Yep.
Is I heard his cupcakes, which I'm gonna be trying one of these days, is to die for, bro. Good testimony.
Those cupcakes, yeah.
You had them? You had his cupcakes before?
No. I heard the reputation is
Yeah. So
Oh,
call
those
this man
cupcakes
up,
are
man.
pretty.
Call for a booking. There's his Instagram. I tell you what, man. Again, it's hard with the busy schedule. Like I said, if you have a party and you need good quality food from scratch, nothing fucking prefabricated or frozen, call my man Chef Jewel. He is the real deal. I guarantee. But anyway, let's get to brass tacks here. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but Zach Seiler got an extension.
What are we talking about, Shake? Did he break the bank, Shake money?
Well, Zach Seiler, he's getting a 3-year, 38.65 million with $20 million guaranteed. And that breaks down to like 12 years?
3 years? You mean 12 per
12,
year?
yeah, 12 for a year.
Yeah.
So we needless to say, when we do our 53-man roster, Zach Seiler's making it.
Yeah. So that we could pencil him in, right?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's in marker.
Yep. He's in the Sharpie.
Yeah. Now the other guys I don't see so much. So
Right.
So last night was we're recording this at 10:34. What's today's date?
27th.
The 27th of August. So
Wow, can you believe we got 3 months left in this year? This year's going by quick.
hell yeah.
Well, 4 months if you count all of September, right?
Yeah. But you know what's funny is doing this with the Fins tailgate and Larry K. This has probably been the best off season I've had in years. Years past, what I would do is watch some Netflix series, and I would kind of drone it out. Like for instance, a couple of years ago, I watched Breaking Bad. I only watched 2 episodes a week, so I kind of like have something to look forward to every week. You know what I mean? Now I have football.
Right.
So Breaking Bad is a good series. I don't care. I recommend anybody Breaking Bad, and then you got to watch Better Call Saul afterwards. But if you've never seen the series,
Okay.
I say do Better Call Saul first because it's a prequel to Breaking Bad. Then you could do Breaking Bad.
Right.
But then what's
They
funny
got a
is
lot of good ones on there.
what's funny is if you watch and the best part, if you watch Better Call Saul before Breaking Bad, you're gonna be like, damn, for a prequel, this took place before Breaking Bad. Why do the people look older?
Right.
Oh man, you could tell. Like for instance, when I watched episodes of Breaking Bad, like damn, all the guys look 10 times younger. But of course, you know, because Breaking Bad. So anyway, let's let me see. I'm trying to pull up ESPN here so we could to make our good evaluation here. We have let's bring up the Falcons game. All right. In the Falcons game, we lost. That was a loss. Of course, this phone wants to be a bitch. So the Falcons game, we lost that game, which was at Hard Rock Stadium.
Right.
You know, Tua didn't play that game. And it was Skylar Thompson. It was the Skylar and Mike White show.
Yeah.
Damn. Denver beat Rams 41-0. I guess they're going to be the next one in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. They're looking pretty good.
So,
man,
right, here we go.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Okay, Falcons, we lost 19-3. In that game, Skylar Thompson was the leading passer with 10 for 16, 104 yards and 2 interceptions. And Myles Gaskins with 57 yards. And A-Chain with 41 yards with the most yards. In that game in particular, I'm not gonna go to every statistics, but I'm just gonna give you the thumbnail version.
Right.
We ran for 100 168 yards, and we received for 189 with the like I said, you've seen the leading reception. So the we had more. I think the leading rusher had more yards than the
leading receiver.
Yeah, pretty much, and even the second place, which is Izukama, with
Mhm.
52 rushing yards.
Right.
Wide receiver. That's crazy. That the second Easy E had more rushing yards than he did receiving yards.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, and then I could say the same thing about Devon A-Chain. A-Chain had more receiving yards than he did rushing yards, but that's neither here nor there. And then, of course, defense. When we talk about defense, they allowed 101 yards rushing that game, and they allowed 146 receiving yards. So total offense, they allowed 248 yards. Not bad. And they put up you got to put into context that 19 of those points by the defense, one was a pick six, so that makes and one was a special team. One was a special teams punt return.
Wait a minute, hold on. Which game are you talking about here?
The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, the Falcons one. Okay, I thought you were talking about yesterday. I was confused.
No.
I'm like, wait a minute.
No, yeah, the Falcons. The Falcons. We're talking about the Falcons.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this, I'm gonna do an overview before we do the 53-man roster, so we can kind of, you know what I mean.
All right,
how
cool.
The preseason, how the whole preseason went.
Right. Gotcha.
So, in essence, like I said, with the Falcons, you got to take into consideration that we did. It was so you take away 12 points from 19, 12 minus 19, because they, what's funny is with the pick six and the reception, Young Ho Koo missed the extra point on both touchdowns.
Yes.
So essentially, so 12 minus 19 would be
7. 12 from 19 is 7.
Yeah, so essentially they only scored 7 points.
Right. And actual defense is points given up by the actual defense.
Yeah, which was a rushing touchdown by Goodwin.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that was pretty much it for that one.
All right, and then the Texans. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
The leading passer there was again Skylar Thompson with 15 for 22, 157 yards, 3 touchdowns. Salvan Ahmed with the leading rusher at 99 yards. Braxton Berrios was the leading receiver with 33 yards. Salvan Ahmed had 12 carries for 99 yards, and here we go. And Braxton Berrios had a touchdown. So if you look at the full box score, we had 205 rushing yards, and the passing game we had 218. With Salvan Ahmed, not only was he our leading rusher, but he was our second leading receiver with 32 yards. So you could say all purpose, he had 132 yards all purpose that game.
Right.
And versus the Texans, we allowed 32 rushing yards and 154 receiving yards. And put into context, we'll do that. We'll do the overview in a minute. So that was a pretty a good performance. Now last night's debacle, Skylar Thompson with 135 yards, 2 interceptions. Savon Ahmed again with 43 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And River Craycraft, who's making a name for himself, he catches everything that's thrown to him pretty much, man. He's like a catching machine, like Color says. He's a catching machine.
Mm-hmm.
5 receptions and 52 yards. We look at the full box score.
Right.
Tua Tagovailoa did a good job. He had 67 passing yards. What sucked for him was that snap, which will the snapping over his head, which we'll get into later.
Mm-hmm.
So this game we had 124 rushing yards and 224 receiving yards, with Tyreek Hill and Craycraft being the Myles Gaskin was the third in receiving yards with 30 yards. You know what? I noticed that no more. The first game we had receivers rushing. Now the last 2 games I noticed that we didn't do that anymore. Receivers going for runs. So, and then of course on defense we allowed 130 rushing yards and 300 receiving yards.
How many rushing yards?
130, and then receiving yards we allowed 300.
400 yards, huh?
Oh yeah.
400 burger on us, huh?
Mm-hmm. And they put up 31 points. So. All right, and before we get to 50, to recap, what did you take away from the Falcons game, if you could remember? Did you anything that you take away or any?
I got that our defense enabled us to well, not our defense. Well, the Falcons game. We didn't. Other than it was more like a I want to say more like a street. I can't say street brawl, but I guess you can. Fundamentally, it was more like a brawl because, like you said, our defense only gave up that one touchdown, and then we had a miscue on special teams, and then the offensive blunder with the pick 6. So that was it's like we gave up a touchdown on all phases of the game, right? Whether or not our offense gave up a score. Our defense gave up a score, and our special teams gave up a score. So that's like the trifecta on how to lose a football game. That's how I summarize that game. It was the trifecta game.
Yeah, and you got to look at the roster. I think they're on year 2 of rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to look at that. I think this is the coach's second year with this regime, with this team. So they're building. They're trying to build a team there. They got some good pieces there, but at the end of the day, I think they're still in the rebuilding phase. So then we move on to Texans. The same thing with the Texans. We did well, but you got to remember, brand new head coach, brand new everything there, new scheme. They were kind of like, I want to say how we were last year. I think they're more into the Brian Flores. This new coach is getting like the 2019 Miami Dolphins, because they don't have an established. I think they have some good pieces like Laramie Tunsil, obviously the running back. They stopped, you know what I mean. So, I mean, they have a pretty decent line, and they have the new DJ Strauss. I think his name is CJ Strauss. So. They're in the beginning phases of their versus. I think McDaniel had a more accomplished roster last year than the Texans do. Would you say that's safe saying?
Oh yeah, they were much more accomplished for us. They was much more fulfilled. We were much more fulfilled than they are. Yes.
last year than they are their year.
Than they are this year, yes.
So he's also a 49ers assistant coach, just like McDaniel.
Right. So that's the first year under their system. So they're going to have some bumps on the road as well, especially starting with a rookie quarterback.
Exactly. So now we move on to Jacksonville. And like everybody, we hear on Spaces all the time that, this is Tua's second year under, a consecutive offensive-minded coach. Well, guess what? This is Trevor Lawrence's second year under a consecutive. So I think he should be making improvements just like Tua did. So
right, and that's a good point, Jake Money. Yeah, a lot of people forget about the other coaches that's in the same amount of years under the same amount. Yeah, this is Trevor's second year under a new head coach, offensive-minded coach. So expect growth.
Exactly. And by the way, a lot of people wanted Doug Peterson as a Dolphins.
Yeah, he was on my list. Jim Caldwell, Peterson, Brown, Thomas Brown. Thomas Brown was like number one. I had Peterson and Caldwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted Thomas Brown.
Yeah. So I think the fact that I think Trevor Lawrence, I think they did pretty well.
Yep.
Yeah,
it sounds like there's a coach quarterback tandem that could last for years. Yeah, it does. Yeah. On the surface, it definitely does, because Peterson has really gotten the job done everywhere he went.
As a matter of fact, when I was watching the game yesterday, they were bringing up how he was the coach, the quarterback when Don Shula got his wins.
Yep, broke the record. Yep. They brought that up. They brought up the Bernie Parmalee thing too, on how he got his job.
The UPS.
He's on this. He's on their staff.
So, yeah, I think that Jacksonville Jaguars are looking really good. I think they're gonna have a good season this year. And don't forget, man, Jacksonville Jaguar for the last few years has been one of the youngest teams in the NFL. So they even though the coaching is pretty new, the players have been getting continuity together. You know what I mean?
Right, and they just sprinkle in the pieces here and there with the Kirks of the world, drafting a younger running back to go with Trevor Lawrence. That's his running back in college, so
Travis Etienne,
so they have the quarterback running back connection, like we have our quarterback and wide receiver connections,
and Joe Burrow and
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Yep. And Carr had it when he was in Las Vegas, when he was with Adams. That connection, right?
Yeah. So before we get to the 53-man roster, let's I'll start first. Our offensive players stand out, and our defensive players stand out, and on offense, I'm gonna say our offensive players stand out to me. As you meant, I'm gonna say Salvan Ahmed. I know I did an interview with him, and it may sound biased. It may be biased a little bit, but I don't care. 2 games in a row, he was the leading rusher with 99 yards. You know what I'm saying, and reception. So he was rushing and receiving. Man, I think he had one of the biggest rushing yard last night. So I think he's proven a case, in my opinion, to stay on this roster, and I hope he does. Right. And my defensive is definitely going to be David Long. I love the intensity he plays with. I love the energy. He's all over the field. Those are my 2 off players. What about you? What say you?
Yes, I would agree with that, Shake Money. I agree. Those are
on both players.
Yeah. As far as energy pad, Javon Holland.
Yeah.
I will go that route. Yeah, that's where I'm going. As
How
far
about
as pure energy.
disappointments? Any disappointments so far?
Disappointments. Connor Williams.
Connor Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
That
He's
should have
been
been
having
you got to
oversnapped.
fix that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's going to come at the inopportune time, at a crucial drive that we need to either go ahead or kick a game-winning field goal, and that will be the drive where that high snap is going to destroy us.
Yeah, and on defense, actually, Cam Smith. Everybody talks about how Noah got burnt. Oh my God! Last night he got burnt twice.
Yep,
for big
he did.
big touchdowns.
Yes, he did. He didn't have his best day.
No,
not at all.
But he's a rookie, though. He's a rookie, so
he gives a little grace.
Yeah.
X got burned in his rookie season before he had that the assistant defensive player of the year, which he should have won that year, actually.
One thing I learned since I've been doing this, and this is I learned, is the two hardest positions to break in as a rookie is a cornerback and a tight end. Those are two hard positions, especially if you're an island cornerback, because if you have safety help, you know what I mean, it's a lot easier for you to be a cornerback because you have that extra security. But if you're one-on-one with a wide receiver, especially a guy who's been there and done that, it's hard to make those adjustments, you know?
Right.
So
that's true.
So, all right, let's get to it then. Here is the 53-man roster. Here we go. At quarterback, how many you're keeping, and who are staying?
Well, I'm bound to get rid of all of them. Shake Money.
Well, for this exercise, who do you think the Dolphins are keeping? There we go. Let me put it that
way. Right. We're gonna keep. We got Tua, Skylar, and we're gonna go with Mike.
All right, and okay, Tua,
Skylar, and Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Who do you think is gonna be? And all right, I'll go. I'm doing the same thing, but I'm think Skylar's gonna be QB2. What say you?
I say Skylar's been promoted to QB2. Despite everybody's freaking weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yeah, I got him at QB2.
So right now we have 3 men. By the way, so far we have 6 men on the roster because remember, we got a punter, kicker, and of course the most important position on this team is the long snapper.
Exactly. Ferguson.
Yes. So far we have six. You have 6 men on the team, and I do too.
6.
So, and we're doing this so we could so you know how much we need to fill in the roster. So running back, we have Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, Devon Achane, and Savant Ahmed.
I'm gonna go Achane, Ahmed, and Mostert. Mostert almost on the bubble.
And don't forget don't forget damn it, who's the other guy?
Gaskin.
Miles Gaskins, yeah.
Hell, he might end up being a special teamer. But I don't know how good he is at gunning or nothing.
So how many you're keeping?
I will go with him as
So you're keeping 4 running backs?
This Brooks guy.
Oh yeah, Brooks. That's right, 2 Brooks. So Brooks.
Yeah. I'm torn between him and Brooks now. See, Gaskins always stood the test of time. Just to make it fun, we're going to say Gaskins going to beat everybody out yet again. Okay. Just to make it fun for everybody.
And they're going to put Brooks on the
On the practice squad. Yep.
So how many running backs you say we're keeping? 4?
Those are the 4. Yep.
So no, but that's 5. So so they're cutting? Are they going to cut A-Chain?
No,
Wilson?
one is on the practice squad.
Yeah, but we had 5. So we have Raheem Oster, Jeff Wilson, Devon A-Chain, Salvan Ahmed. So that's 4, and then Miles Gaskin. So that's 5.
No, Wilson's not making the team. I'm cutting him.
Okay, so it's going to be Raheem. Yeah, because Raheem,
Yeah. A-Chain, Salman, and Gaskin.
A-Chain,
Mm-hmm.
Salvin, and Gaskin.
All right. Those are the 4 that makes it.
Okay. So you have 4 right now.
4 backs. Yep. As of now. Yep.
I'd say the 4 that you see right there, I say Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
I say 4 too. Raheem, Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
A-Chain, and Ahmed. And the 2 they're cutting, and they're going to put they might put them on the practice squad. Who knows? Because now there's I think there's no longer a restriction on practice squad. So before, remember there was you couldn't acquire. They had a certain threshold to be practice squad. I think they changed that. So okay. So I got 4 as well. So right now, me and you, so 6 plus 3, 6 plus 4 is 6 plus 4. Right now we're sitting on 10 men rosters right now. So all right. Wide receiver position. We have Tyreek Hill, Raver Craycraft, Izukama, Chris Coleman, and then we have Jalen Waddle, Braxton Berrios, Braylon Sanders, and Daywood.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me see. What do you think so far? How many receivers we keeping on this roster?
I will say 7 or 6. Yeah, 6.
6?
Yes, at least 6.
All right, which are they?
Hill, Waddle.
Hold on.
Berrios.
Hill
and Waddle.
Hill.
Berrios. Izukama. Craycraft and Chosen Anderson.
Cray. Chosen. Let me see.
And I will go with Jeff Wilson as my 7th. So I guess I do get 7. Not Jeff Wilson.
Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson. So I did have 7. I know I was missing somebody.
Okay. And I got Tyreek Hill. You know what? I got actually we're kind of on the same page on that one. I got Hill. We're on the same page on that one. So
okay.
So right now we got 17.
We got 7.
17.
17 total. Okay. So I got 7 receivers, 4 backs, 3 quarterbacks.
Okay. All right. Since you went last, we're gonna keep 3. We're gonna keep 3 4 tight ends. We're gonna keep actually 3. I changed my mind. We're gonna keep Durham Smythe, Tyler Croft, and that receiver the receiver that we drafted.
They're converting. Yep. Yeah. Those are my 3. We're on the same page. Those are my 3 because I know we're not just gonna cut the guy. because we're gonna give them a time like Izakama got.
Mm-hmm.
It sound like that's been Mike McDaniel's motto.
Higgins.
Yeah, Elijah Higgins.
Mm-hmm. So Higgins.
Connor gets the X. Croft gets the X. So Smythe, Higgins, and Julian Hill. It's a lot of folks there, boy.
Smythe, Croft, and
Higgins.
So only 3, and then here you go. And that brings us to a 20. We have a 20-man roster right now. Each of us. I say we're keeping the fullback. So, what say you?
The fullback. Sure.
Okay.
I don't like a fullback, but yeah, I think some of the running backs could do it. But yeah, one fullback, yeah.
So right now we're at 21 apiece.
Did we pick the offensive line?
We're doing that right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We have Eichenberg. Liam Eichenberg. Yep. Or who do you say? Left tackle. I'm gonna let you go first now because I went last.
Yeah, Armstead.
Kendall Lamb.
We're gonna go with Lamb or Win.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Wynn, yeah. Kendall Lamb. I say Eichenberg is number 2 in the depth. He's number 2 in the foxhole.
And
I would say by week, I'll say week 4, he'll be starting.
How many offensive line we're going to keep? You think?
9.
So all right, here we go. Let's go through this. So at left tackle,
Armstead. Yeah, we got to think about drafting his replacement soon.
Okay, and then Kendall. Who else?
Kendall Lamb. Yep. He's in the depth chart, yeah.
At guard?
We're going to go with Wynn and Eichenberg.
Wynn? You think he's going to start over Eichenberg?
It's close.
Mm-hmm. How about center?
Unfortunately, Williams. And Dan Feeney, I don't know if he even had time at that position.
Yeah. And then Feeney, right?
Feeney.
Yeah.
We got Austin Jackson, Robert Jones, Robert Hunt. Those are the 9.
Okay. Robert Hunt.
Yeah. I would say we bound to keep 10 because our offensive line got a lot of trouble. But these guys we can put on the list, right?
Mm-hmm. Jones. Then RT would be Austin.
Yeah, Austin Jackson. He's returned to his Hall of Fame form.
Mm-hmm. And then who else? So you're gonna keep one more, Cedric?
How many I'm at? I'm at 8.
You're at 9 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, if I go with that 10th one, Lester Cotton. for more depth. Yeah, that's my odd man. That's my wild card.
Who's that? Lester Cotton?
Lester, yeah,
Okay.
even though he might not even make the team, but hell,
Yeah, we have the same thing. The only thing is I'm gonna go with Ryan Hayes.
okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, we're both gonna be wrong on that one, but whatever.
yeah, exactly,
Where's the adventure, right?
exactly.
All right. The defense, which by the way, Zach Seiler, he's gonna be the first cut because he just got his extension. So
Right, exactly. Pencil him in. Pencil in
okay.
him and Agba.
So right now
Those
we're
are
both
money.
sitting.
Those are our money men. What Watkins, Zyler, and Agba are our money men.
So right now we're both sitting at 31, right?
Are you
And
adding those three?
who's that? Who's that?
Defensive end.
No, not yet. So right now I'm just let's move on. We're at 31 guys, right? Right now,
Okay.
so 31 minus 53. We have 22 players
Right.
that can make the
22
roster
players to make it.
on
Yeah.
defense.
Yep.
So
That's
we can
about
always,
right. That sounds like at least one backup for every position. If you think about it.
mm-hmm. So we might have to make some cuts on other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If we have to
Right.
go back to make cuts, we'll make cuts. But
Yeah. Yeah.
so right now, all right. How many defensive ends we're keeping?
Let's go with oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 defensive ends. So, all right. Which ones are you keeping?
Zyler, Agba, Peely, and Wilkins.
So Seiler.
Agba, Peely, and Wilkins.
Okay. Hold on.
Those are the 4.
Zach.
Zach Silo. Manuel Agba.
Peely's a defensive tackle. So
Yeah, he is. But those are but yeah, I'm talking about the front 3. Just
No,
the
I'm talking about
ends.
ends.
Okay, not nose guards. My bad, because I should have added Davis. So that was 6. I'm sorry. So on the ends, then we got
Zach,
Charlton.
Emmanuel
Yeah.
Agba. He's getting cut.
Oh no, Agba's there. Agba and Zyler's here, and Wilkins. And then I said a 4th one, right? That's going to be Charlton.
Okay. Emmanuel. Okay, Zach.
I would just say them 3, but because I
Emmanuel.
want to leave room. I want to leave room for some linebackers, so I might have to cut them. I might just go with 3. Shake money.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
So Zach Seiler,
Agba, and Wilkins.
Okay.
I'm going with 3.
Wilkins. Okay.
There's 3 defensive ends for me.
Okay, I'm going with 4. I'm gonna do
because I want to leave some room for some linebackers and corners. Go ahead.
I think the only difference is I think Hand is his name's Hand.
What?
Yeah. I think Hand is going to be
one position, take down another one. Okay,
so
cool.
Right now, you have a 34-man roster.
You got 35.
35. So
okay.
And D tackle, that's where I think Brandy Peely is gonna. I think they're just keeping Raekwon Davis, so that's where. So all together, we got 5 linemen.
Who, me?
No, I'm saying me. I got all 5 defense. I think we're not gonna keep Peely.
Oh, okay. I think he's gonna make it. Okay, that's cool.
How many you
So,
keep? So how many you
those
keeping?
are the two.
Deep tackles you keeping?
Well, the D tackles is only 3. Defensive ends, 2, and nose tackles are just.
Yeah.
I
One.
mean 2. Yeah,
You're gonna
2 for
two.
nose tackles.
Okay. How many? Which ones you keeping?
Davis and Peely,
Okay, Davis and Peely.
and then 3 defensive ends tackles. So total 5 for that group
So.
for the front 3.
So you're at 36.
If I count 31 plus those 5, yep, puts me at 36. So it gets a little tricky.
So I'm at 35. I'm at 36 too. We're even now because I only picked one nose tackle.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, right, the linebacker position. Let's just I'll go first.
All right, cool.
I'm keeping Jalen Phillips, Andrew Van Ginkel,
Yes, he owes me 25 sacks.
David Long. Wow, we're gonna have to do some cutting here on the other side of the football because wow, it's a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have Jalen Phillips.
Ooh, damn. I'll go with 5.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Jalen Phillips, Andrew Van Ginkel, Cameron Good. I'm keeping Phillips and Andrew Van Ginkel for that position.
Mm-hmm.
In the inside, I'm keeping Baker and Duke Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna keep the side. I'm gonna keep Bradley Chubb and Aubrey Miller. Hold on, let's do this over again. Hold on. Okay,
I'm sitting at 36.
I'm doing Phillips and AVG.
Okay.
Then Jerome Baker and Duke Riley. Baker and Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Baker, Riley. Then David Long and Channing Tindall. I actually better scratch that. David Long
Mm-hmm.
and Aubrey Miller. No, actually, okay. Tindall. I'll do Tindall. Yeah, Tindall, and then Bradley Chubb, and then Aubrey Miller.
Right.
Chubb, and then Miller.
Right.
Okay, so and here we go. To recap: Phillips, AVG, Baker, Riley, Long, Tyndall, and Chubb and Miller.
So you got 7.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay.
6.
I thought it was 6.
That's cool. He goes, hey,
I thought you had 7. Okay.
we got a long Chubb. That kind of sounds
Right.
nasty, but anyway.
Right.
He has a long Chubb. No, so right now I'm at 42.
Okay, so you only got 6. Okay. I think I'm at 6 too. I got Phillips.
Okay.
Baker, Long, Chubb.
You got a long Chubb?
Yeah. Ginkle.
All right, who do you got on the outside? Let's start with the
and
outside
Miller.
guys. So the outside is Phillips and Banker. The
Yeah.
outside and Phillips and AVG, right?
And
Outside.
ABG. Yeah. And no, Chubb. Bradley Chubb.
No. I mean, let's start on one side. I'm just saying that makes it
Oh,
easier.
yeah.
So Phillips and then AVG,
And David Long.
then David Long.
Mm-hmm.
So Long.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna recap this once it's all said and done. Okay, so Long and who else? Who's
The other ones is Baker.
and Baker?
That's 3, right? David Long, Jalen Phillips.
You got 4 linebackers so far in AVG,
Yeah.
and then of course Chubb.
Yes, that's 5. I'm gonna go with I want to say Ari Miller.
Miller
That's on the bubble. Yeah. Aubrey Miller and Cam Good.
So good, right?
Mm-hmm. So what's that?
That's
7.
right now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got Phillips 1.
That's 7.
AVG, Long, Good, Baker, Chubb, and Miller. So that's 5.
No, I named all 7.
So, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, Baker. So you also got 7 linebackers.
Yeah. So that puts me over the 43 mark. At the 43 people.
So actually, I'm at 44. My bad.
With the rest of the secondary, I got the rest of the secondary to go, right?
I got 44. Actually, I got 44.
So that leaves me with
I got
10,
8 linebackers.
10 people in the secondary. So I'm almost lined up perfectly.
Okay.
That gives me 10 positions left for my secondary positions.
Mm-hmm.
So I might not have to make any cuts if I look at it right.
Yeah, I got 53. I got 9 guys for my secondary.
For your secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it looks like we got a litany here. I'm going to go with the cornerback, none other than Noah. This team just doesn't win football games without Noah, Shake Money.
Yeah. Hold on.
There we go.
Right. Noah is Himbanagani.
That's right. None other than the anchor of the roster.
So who you got? So it's Noah.
We got X. We got Cam Smith.
X. Cam. Cam, I'm surprised you said X.
Right. I was saying he's on the bubble, Shake, but he's very close to not making this roster.
Okay. And who else? And Noah, right?
And Noah.
Who's on the other side?
I got Cam, Noah, and Noah. I mean, damn, Cam, Noah, and X on one side. Does our injury
So
count towards our 53 man?
They have to keep him, but here's the thing. They're gonna keep him, and then they're gonna put him on IR, and then obviously fill in that void. From my understanding.
Right, that's what I thought. Because especially if he's at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Kader Kohu, Crossan, Eli Apple,
Nick Needham, Cam Smith. Oh yeah, we got Cam Smith.
Nick Needham, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm just taking Ramsey off for now. I mean, just because he's on the IR.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Those are my 7.
So it's Xavier Howard. So who's your 7? Who are your 7 players again?
I got Xavier Howard, Nick Needham, Noah Igbenogany, and Cam Smith.
Needham.
Keon Crossen, Kohu, and Eli Apple.
So X, Cam Smith, Noah, Needham, Keon Crossing,
Yep, and Eli Apple.
Cross, and Apple.
Oh God, I might have to switch some out, but I see something where I might have to add another secondary guy. But yeah.
So you got 7. So right now you're at 50 man. So you can only get,
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So,
what's his name? Don't make the team. That was our surprise guy.
Who's that? Who are you cutting out?
I'm cutting Apple. I mean Needham.
Needham. Okay.
I
Actually,
go back and cut a linebacker too, but go ahead.
Actually, I'm cutting out.
I would say Kohu, but can't do that quite yet.
Actually, I'm cutting out the off. I'm gonna stay with 9 linemen, offensive linemen. So
yeah.
So
I'm bound to go with 8 just for temporarily sake because we need our cover guys because it's a passing league.
So I'm at 43 now. I'm back to 43 guys.
Okay. So what I did, I added those 6.
So right now you're at 49 now.
I'm at 49. Okay. All right, cool. They give me a little wiggle room, 49. Mm-hmm. And then the final ones is going to be Elijah Campbell, Holland, Brandon Jones, and Elliott.
Okay, so Holland.
Elijah, he got what you call. He got put on there, so we'll take Trill. I think Elijah is hurt, so I'm gonna go with Trill in place of Elijah. I don't want to do it to Elijah, but
Trill.
For roster purposes, they're gonna put him on the IR. I bet. Mm-hmm. So I'm going Trill, Williams, Scott, Brandon Jones, and Holland.
Brandon.
Mm-hmm. So those are my 4 safeties.
Elliott, Brandon, and who else?
And Trill Williams.
Trill, Holland, Brandon, and Elliott, right?
And Elliott, right. Those are the 4. So that gives me my 53 man.
Mm-hmm. There you go. We're gonna recap this in a minute. So, and my roster, my roster is gonna be. It's gonna be Xavier Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Apple.
All right.
You have Cam Smith. We have Noah Igbenogany. Oh, Noah Igbenogany.
That's 4. Okay.
You got Noah.
All right.
Needham.
Okay.
So I have right now 48 guys.
So those are your 4 cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm. 5 actually.
5. Okay.
Let me see if I could. Yeah, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then safeties. I'll do. Actually, with I'm gonna add one more cornerback. I'll add. Of course, I gotta add Cater. I'm not add Cater Kohu. Cater is my guy. And then my safeties are Javon, Holland, Barone, McKinley, and then you have Deshaun and Brandon Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Elliott and Brandon Jones. And that rounds out my 53-man roster. So
Right.
to recap, Crypto, you have Tua, Skylar Thompson, and Mike White, and I am doing the same thing on offense.
Right.
On running backs, you're keeping Raheem, Devon A-Chain, Ahmed, and Miles Gaskin, where I am keeping Raheem, Jeff Wilson, Devon A-Chain, and Savon Ahmed. Right. Wide receivers, you are keeping Hill, Waddle, Easy E, Craig Craft, Chosen, and Cedric Wilson. And Barrios, I am doing the same thing. Tight ends, you're keeping Durham Smythe, Croft, and Higgins. And I also am doing the same. And essentially, we're keeping the same offensive linemen, where it's Tara Connor, Liam Eichenberg, Isaiah Wynn, Connor, Dan Feeney, Robert Hunt, Robert Jones, Austin Jackson. The only thing is you're keeping Lester Cotton. So you're keeping 10 offensive linemen where I'm doing just 9.
Right.
On the defensive tackle side, you're keeping Zach Seiler, Emmanuel Agba,
Mm-hmm.
Davis and Peely.
Yeah, Davis and Peel, yeah. Wilkins, Seiler, and Ogba, yeah.
So you're pretty much keeping 5 guys there. I'm keeping 4 with Hand. I'm keeping the same guys. The only thing is I'm keeping Hand. Then outside linebackers, you're keeping Phillips, Andrew Van Ginkel,
Mm-mm.
Long,
Yeah, bingo,
Good,
yeah.
Baker, Chubb, and Miller.
Right.
I'm pretty much, I think the only thing I differ in is I'm keeping Tyndall. So
Yes,
you
right.
got 7, I got 8. And then cornerbacks, you're keeping.
Oh, my bad. I'm taking that lineman out for Tyndall.
You're taking a lineman out? Which one?
That offensive lineman.
Okay. So you're going to put.
Taking Cotton out.
Uh-huh.
Tyndall makes this roster, not Cotton.
Okay. So Tyndall. Okay. So you're adding Tyndall to the mix.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you have X, Cam, Noah, Crossing, and Apple. I have Noah, X, Needham, Eli, Cam, and Kader Kohu. So we differ there. So our differences is cross. You're keeping Crossing, and I'm keeping Needham and Kader Kohu. And then I think we're both on and when the safeties are only differences, I'm keeping Verone McKinley. You're keeping Trill Williams. So you got Hollins, Trill Williams, Brandon Jones, and Zeke and Deshaun Elliott. I'm keeping Holland, Verone McKinley, Elliott, and Jones. So those are the 53-man rosters. Hopefully, we'll find out Wednesday who's right, who's wrong.
Right.
We could both be wrong.
Right.
I think we're both going to be wrong.
Exactly. I'm going to throw them in a trash can.
Hey, what the fuck? This is we're ramping up to this season. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up, man? I appreciate
No, man, it's been a pleasure breaking down the roster, man. I'm just like I said, I'm looking forward to the weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
everybody's going to be freaking flipping and spazzing out because of their favorite player didn't make the roster and their most hated player made it. It's going to be a pleasure.
Hey, by the way, the current the what's it what we call it again? The currency connection. We're gonna be
Exactly.
dropping. We're gonna during the football season because we're gonna be dropping videos like this in the future. So let us know what you want us to talk about in the
Mhm.
comment section below. Who do you agree with, me or crypto? We're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be putting together random videos. So be on the lookout for that. So with that being said, crypto, shake money, we out of here.